So I finally saw Scream 6. Um, Now, I'd only seen Scream 1 and parts of Scream 2 and like the first season of the show, which honestly, I think the Scream or the Ghostface mask in the show is way better than any of the ones in the movies, but that's a different discussion for a different time. Anyway, little late to the party. Finally saw Scream 6 and it sucks ass, dude. You know, I know that I haven't seen the movies before this, and so I was like, okay, I understand that I'm not going to be introduced to like characters and whatnot. But I didn't realize half the characters are new. They just still don't like introduce them. Now that leads to my first issue with this movie, which is who do you root for? Everybody sucks. Everybody is extremely stupid. They're all assholes. I don't want anyone to succeed. Everyone's a dick in it. And it's like, it's one of those movies that has no reason to be as long as it is. It starts off with like a 10-minute sequence of a girl on the phone who supposedly she teaches about slasher films and yet falls for probably the stupidest kill setup I have ever seen in my life. The dude, like, he's like, I'm in an alleyway. Come find me. Do you see me? And she's like, no. And he's like, I think I see you. And it's like, literally everything is looking like, no, obviously the person is not on the other side of this alley. But she's still like, let me see. Let me go down this alley and look for you. And then, yeah, he comes out and stabs her. Now, I know with slasher movies, a lot of people are like, oh, but the kills are so great. Every single kill in this is stab, 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 stab. Like, there's nothing interesting. Even, like, the first Scream, I'll admit I'm not a huge fan of it, but, like, there's the killing with the garage door. There's, like, interesting things. This is, like, stab, 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 stab. Every time. I will say it's interesting when the dude finds his roommate killed in the fridge. Things like that are cool. I wish there was far more of that in this film, but that's it. That's the only one. So now it shows us like the main characters after that. And I will never understand why people just worship the ground Jenna Ortega walks on. Immediately. Her acting is just par, maybe, and it doesn't get better. She's just kind of there. I don't know why people are crazy about her. All of the acting in this is just not great. The only character I like at all liked was cute guy from across the hall. What's his name? Danny or something. He is Adrian Chase in Arrow, which is like the best villain, so it just makes me happy to see him. Even in stupid ass She-Hulk when he showed up, it's like, look, it's that guy. So then like they go to this party thing and somehow Jenna Ortega is enticed to go to a guy's bedroom by Fireball. I can't imagine any girl in the world being enticed to go to a bedroom for Fireball. So anyway, I guess one of the people from the previous movie is like, hey bro, stop that. And then him and that guy start like fighting, but like it starts off like violent, like throwing each other against the wall, but then they start pushing each other, and then it goes down to like them just like, what bro, I'll fight you. Then girl boss Samantha shows up and goes, I am going to tase you in the balls, and then tases him in the balls. Riveting shit, you know, super girl boss moment. Then, you know, it's probably just 30 minutes of them talking to each other like, Scream movies are a thing. We're going to talk to each other about Scream movies and about Ghostface. Look, meta. They try to like redo the shit from the first movie where it's like, here's the rules, but it's done by the most fucking obnoxious girl maybe I've ever seen in a horror movie. I think the next big thing that happened, I didn't take notes because I don't give a shit. They're walking down the street and Ghostface jumps out, grabs Jenna Ortega and just goes, but doesn't do anything and gives her time to fucking superhuman strength shove him away. Then they run into a liquor store, which is in the trailer, and it's like Ghostface goes in, stabs some dude who's trying to be all macho. And then the attendant takes out a shotgun and aims it at Ghostface and goes, "Hey," and gives Ghostface tons of opportunity to fucking jump out of the way as he just shoots Chips, not even close to where Ghostface was. Then, Ghostface jumps out and the guy with the gun just goes, "Oh," as he grabs him with his knife, starts stabbing him, stab, and then takes a shotgun and shoots him. Then there's this whole sequence of like Jenna Ortega and Samantha, Tara and Samantha, I don't know what to call them. They're crawling around on the floor and like somehow hiding behind an aisle as Ghostface is there and like you should easily know where they are, but he's just sitting there going like, with a shotgun, you could shoot the ends of the fucking aisles to find where they are. So then they have a genius idea, since it works on zombies, to grab a can and throw it, which kind of works, kind of doesn't. Ghostface like walks down just one of the aisles really slowly because everything in this movie is trying to be suspenseful, even though I don't think there's a single moment of suspense in it. And then again, superhuman strength girls tip over like the rack on top of him. I honestly feel like I don't know how heavy those are, but in my mind, they're pretty dang heavy. Either way, they do it, they run away, and yeah, all is well. Then, just another 30 minutes of talk. And it's just them talking about like, I am upset about this. I am upset about this. This has happened. This has happened. But it's not exposition. It's not like character like growth. It's nothing. It's just talking about things that have happened. There's a part in this where one of the old characters, I don't even remember what he calls them. It's like the something for, but they're like, you can't give yourself a nickname. He's giving the group a name. He's not giving himself a nickname. Normally people in a group are the ones that give the group a name, not people outside of the group, you dumbass.
Is everybody dumb?
So yeah, talk, and just blaming everybody. I don't care who the killer is, honestly. It's like, it could be anybody, which it ends up being literally just anybody. It's like, oh, these characters, it's them. And I can't think anybody in the audience would go, wow, it's probably just, yeah, okay, it is them. Anyway, so Ghostface is in their apartment now, stabbing someone, and Danny, Adrian Chase, he sees from across the way and is like trying to stop. He's like, hey, like pounding on the window, trying to get someone's attention. He's calling for Sam, even though he's looking directly at Tara. And he's just shouting and shouting and shouting. And then finally they see what's going on. Ghostface stabs the shit out of one of the new girls. He stabs her and slices her, and she's just like, oh, gee, I'm losing a lot of blood. You're alive somehow. How are you alive? And then he also gives fucking obnoxious ass Mindy this little cut on her arm, and she's like, oh, for like 5 minutes. She's just laying on the floor like, oh, I can't go on. And they have to like save her. And then Sam looks for the knives in like the knife block, but there's no knives. And in an entire apartment, there's definitely nothing else to be a weapon. So she just takes the whole block and hits Ghostface in the head with it.
Is everybody dumb?
Now, the amount of head damage Ghostface takes, and when you find out who it is, it's two little punk ass kids and an old ass cop. Sorry, spoilers. But they can take these like intense amounts of beatings and just be fine. Yet like main characters get hit and they're just down. It's so stupid. So then they lock themselves in the room. They get away from Ghostface. They put a dresser in front, all this shit. And the dude, Adrian Chase, still this entire time has just been standing. He's been leaning out the window going, hey, stop it, hey.
Is everybody dumb?
He has done nothing to help. He could run across the way and help. He could call the police and help. But no, he puts a ladder from the window to window to help them all get across. Then we have our, of course, obligatory interracial homosexual kiss. And now that that's done with, they just kill one of them. Like, literally just toss her off the edge of the thing and she dies. Like, it's the silliest death. I think I laughed out loud. So anyway, they're fucking safe. And then for however long, it's just talkie. Nothing happens. Then we get to, like, I guess the climax, because I literally just saw it and I'm having trouble remembering what even happened because it's useless. Anyway, they try to lure them to, like, this basically like lair of where there's this big collection of Ghostface shit, which turns out it's from the dude from the last movie and everyone's his family, whatever. So apparently they probably put this together. So having that be like the place to lure Ghostface into it's insane. So then they're in there, but then Ghostface turns out to be there, and then they're in a room with him when Jenna Ortega and Chad kiss or whatever. They're in a room. Ghostface shows up, gets the shit beat out of him. Like Chad beats the fuck out of Ghostface, and then is like, I'm gonna leave now. And once again, they just run away when they have ample opportunity. I skipped the Gale thing when Ghostface is on top of Gale, and they have a gun ready to shoot Ghostface, but then go, hey, fucker, dude, just shoot him, you idiot.
Is everybody dumb?
So anyway, back to this climax shit. They have Ghostface in, like, basic, I don't know what to call it, the concession stand. Yeah, the concession stand. And beat his ass, run away, run through the entire place in a full circle, get back to the concession stand, beat Ghostface down to exactly what was happening before they ran, but now nobody's paying attention. Everyone's just sitting back, like, watching as other Ghostface comes out and stabs the dude in the side. It's like somebody had to see them coming. Get the fuck out. So yeah, you get the big reveal. You get, Sam and Jenna Ortega killing everybody. Hayden Panettiere is there, and they think that she's the killer, even though they see the killers in front of them, and literally Hayden Panettiere comes out covered in blood, like, dude, I just got the shit beat out of me. And they're like, it's totally you! Yeah, whatever. So you get Sam putting on the, whatever, Billy Loomis's Ghostface costume, which the little things where you see Billy Loomis it's so stupid because he died as a teenager. Why would he have this, like, adult projection of himself talking to her, whatever, talking to the spirit of him or some shit? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, she puts it on, kills them, it's over. I felt nothing. None of the characters are likable. There is not a single funny joke in the movie. Most of it is just not really entertaining. I checked the time many times. At one point, I was actually counting time. Like, I was like, okay, so it is this time now, so there can't be more than this many minutes left. So I just have to get through this many minutes. But yeah, I don't know. Did you see it? I saw it. It sucks. Also, this video is sponsored by my mom. Thank you for taking me to the movie, Mom.